Hey guys, let's look at some more keyboards while under the influence. This time I brought a Gandalf. Cheers. Ooh, very nice. Excellent. Now, this time, the package does not leave much to the imagination as to what's actually inside. As you can probably clearly see, it says Ultimate Hacking Keyboard all over. And some of you may be wondering, didn't you already review one of those? And that's true. But apparently they released a bunch of new stuff for it, and they they offered to send me another one with all the new stuff. So let's have a look. Very nice, neat tape. It looks almost like the box is two-part on the side. Yeah, so I think it's actually two boxes, a small one and a big one. Interesting. It's quite differently packaged from most keyboards I get in. They're usually just in a bag or some big old FedEx box or whatever, but this looks like it's packaged in its actual own boxes and just taped together. So, should we start with the small one first? Come on then. There you go. I'm gonna guess actually that this is the keyboard. And maybe the accessories are in this one. I don't know. Difficult to say. Yes, no, this is the palm rest. Oh, that's actually not bad to do it in this order then. Cool. So, this does look like it would be a nice box to keep it in, but or maybe for another keyboard. I recycle a lot of those boxes for different keyboards. Cool. So this is the UHK wood rest. Again, the first version of the keyboard also had that. It was bolted on at the time, as I recall. So, yes. It almost suggests that this allows for tenting and tilting and whatnot. Yeah, I guess it does. Maybe the keyboard doesn't have the rearward position by itself in order to, allow that. So, interesting. I don't think it had that originally. It's been a long time since I reviewed the original, so I'm having to do all this from memory, but yeah, that doesn't sound familiar. Cool. Let's take that out. Oh, so tasty. Very sweet, but very tasty. Okay. Oh. Key? This doesn't look like legs. I'm quite sure that it showed legs. Maybe you can transplant the legs off the keyboard onto this or something. Was it that? Let's see, it shows legs on the packaging, but there's none here. Well, legs, feet, whatever. It's probably on the keyboard and then you can stick them here. Anyway, so that's part one. Bunch of bolts to keep it together. Go away. There you go. Interesting. And now for the main event. This is the wrong side. Let's have a look. Lots of styrofoam chips, obviously. swap. I say lots, it's actually kind of loose. I would have put more in there. My experience with packaging is that you really shouldn't be able to hear it rattle when you shake. But anyway, whatever. That's such a tiny detail. The first thing... Just... Motherfucker. Okay. We'll just keep this here for the moment. Let's look at the keyboard first. Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a mess. Whatever. Fuck off. There you go. Nothing else in the box. The Ultimate Hacking Keyboard UHK60. Interesting. It looks a little different from what I remember it to look. Split mechanical keyboard, fully programmable, supports tenting and tilting, extendable with modules. Obviously, when I do the actual review, I'll compare it to the original, see how much they actually changed. But my god, it's been a while. Looks like they still have that display in the top. Left keyboard half, right keyboard half, bridge cable, USB cable, keyboard feet, and keycap puller. So, at the time I did a review, the extras, I think, didn't exist yet. But I guess now they do. Oh yeah, I picked a slightly different color, as I recall. The one I originally reviewed was, I think, navy blue. And now I went for this instead, kind of dark red. Which I think looks pretty cool. Let's see, this is one of those magnet keyboards, as I recall. Yeah, there you go, sideways. So you can split it sideways like that, and then reattach. It's got some pins to hold it together. There you go. Oh, and I don't know if the original had that. Mouse buttons. I don't recall. Anyway. So that's the bridge. Jesus Christ, that thing's braided. Whew. Nice. With, what is it, 4P4C connectors. So let's stick that in there. Just to get that done. It's probably not even necessary when the keyboard is put together like this. Oh, might as well. Cable. Don't need that for the moment. I've got one standing by. And a UHK puller. Keycap and switch puller. So I guess this is also hot swappable. I don't remember whether the original was or not. But that's fine. So just feet in there. Let's see, palm rest, key cluster module, trackball module, track point module, touchpad module. I think those must be in here because clearly they're not in this box. Interesting. Let's have a look. Actually, I can split it. Why not? Interesting. Cool. Man, if all 4 modules fit inside this tiny fucking box. Yeah, they do, actually. Look at that. How cute. It's like taking bonbons from a box. Let's start off with number 1. The Ultimate Hacking Keyboard Module Key Cluster with regular blue switch. I'm gonna guess that this is a tiny macro pad. Yes, that does appear to be the case. Look at that, that's so cute. Looks very nice. Mouse button here, 2 mouse buttons, and what even looks like a tiny, tiny trackball. Look at that, here, that's a trackball. That's cool. And then, yeah, 3 keys with regular blue switches. That means Kale. Fine. I guess that would only fit on this side because, yeah, that must be unidirectional. That's fine. So that would go. These pins are quite secure. You really need to put them in head on, otherwise it won't work. Nice. Look at that. That's kind of cute. Yeah, that's interesting. So this actually makes it look a little bit more like, as it happens, I've got it lying here because that's what I've been testing recently, an ergo dock. So you've got that extra bit of stuff here, and that's pretty much what this looks like now, just not with the same amount, but that's fine. That's cool. Looks like in my enthusiasm I slightly overshot the recording time limit. So here is the track point module, and it looks like this, almost like a really old mouse the other way around with a track. Jesus Christ, this thing is stiff. Man, you really need to oh, and it comes off. You really need to mash this thing. Maybe it doesn't need much directional input before it starts moving, but man, it feels quite stiff. Interesting. Oh, just a rubber plug over a directional switch. Yeah, come on. And I guess this one goes on this side. On this side, yeah, here. There you go. Like that. So, yeah, that's cool. Next, touchpad. Let's have a look. Oh man, they just feel so cute, these little boxes. Aha. That looks very plain. Probably just for use like that. Yeah, so that would go on this side as well, and then you would use it with your thumb, I'm guessing. Probably also registers key presses. It's very light. A lot of these modules are very light. So that you can, well, it's the same as this, right? You can use it like so, or like this, or whatever. Oh, nice. That's cool. It's very small, but I bet this can be pretty useful. And then the last one, the track ball module. Oh, that looks cute too. So that is very similar looking to this track point. I think this is the track point. Right, except instead of a directional stick, I forgot what the name for this is. It's got a tiny little trackball here. Looks cool. And two mouse buttons, of course, same as this. I think they're in fact the same mouse buttons. I think this is the same module, just with a different thing in the middle. Nice. That looks very cute too. So I don't know if these are available in both directions, or whether the key module is always left and the pointing ones are always right. I don't know if they do mirrored versions of that. Maybe the box will show us that. Let's see. Yeah, that does look like it's actually the case. See, so the key cluster module is quite specifically indicated on the left side, and then the rest are on the right. So it's probably always like that. Ah, cool. Sure. Nice. Man, that's very interesting. Sounds like they also went with Kale Blue on the main keyboard. Yes. Get rid of this cardboard. Let's see it in action then. Ooh. Let's see, where does this go? Come on, little piggy. Oh, wait. Oh, interesting. Look at that. I don't recall if the original had that as well, but the port is only on the right side. Specifically here. See? Has a cable gutter for it, but there's no such thing at the left side. Come on, little fucker. There you go. Sounds good. Oh, this cable clamp thing doesn't look too strong, frankly. I think it might be made... No, this cable's at least this thick. This little clip here to secure the cable, that doesn't look like it's going to hold this at all. Either that or I'm going to have to force it. In any case, keyboard's working fine. That's enter, delete, and backspace. Those are, admittedly, they are good default keybinds. Interesting. This works perfectly like a mouse. Yeah. Whee! I could drag across the screen like this. That's cool. Nice. Just test the other ones as well. Might as well. I guess they are hot swappable. Yeah. Oh, yes. Whew, yeah, you don't need to move this much at all. In fact, my mouse is flying across the screen. Where the fuck is it? Yeah, this is very sensitive. This needs only the slightest nudge in order to... Oh, fucking hell. In order to work with it. Man, almost no movement is required for this. Yeah, that makes sense. I kind of already suspected that because it's so stiff to move, but in reality, you don't need to move it much at all. Ah, delicious. Plug that in. Make sure it makes a good contact because it uses these contact pins on open contacts, and that's how it sends the information, so to speak. All right, let's see. Tilt this a little bit. Oh yeah. Yeah, that just works like a nice little touchpad. Can I click with this? Yes, of course I can. Not entirely sure what other things I can do with it, whether I can, you know, expand or whatever. Can I drag with this thing? How does that work? Ooh, it doesn't like 2 fingers. Yeah, 2 fingers is not gonna work. I guess you can click but not drag or something. I don't know. I'd have to look stuff up in a manual. In any case, it's actually quite cool. I like these little modules. They just look little cutesy and whatnot. Nice. Right. Anyway, I think. Oh my God, Jesus! I've been babbling for a long time, so I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I'll see you during the review.